Welcome back. It is Uhfgood, and I am able to do nav meshes. Okay, so all right. I don't know if you can tell this here. Let's full screen this. You notice that little triangle there? It looks more like a line to you maybe, but this little triangle like deal. Of course, when you turn it around, you don't see it, but when you get under it, you kind of see it. I realized that when I scaled these up, I left this one half size, and I scaled this one up fully. So what you have is you have like a step, and actually I don't know um, what if how Godot would handle the like the top of that or the top even the top of that. But apparently right now it's just thinking step height. So although this makes me wonder um, whether it can like step over stuff there. I mean, maybe I should just leave it like that. I mean, I could always, I can save this actually, and then I can always modify it later. So, let's see here. Actually, I can't save that um, without messing that up. I guess I could save this as a separate scene though, right? So let's save the scene as, let's call this instead of scene mesh, let's call this uh, scene nav. We'll call it scene nav, and we'll save that. And so the scene mesh will still be undamaged. Now with the scene mesh, and then later on I can kind of screw around with it and actually, um, I'm not going to worry about the timer right now. It's kind of a hassle. I mean, I always try to get it right. And okay, so I did that, and now I want to probably save this if I can. Can I save it? Yes, I can save it. That's right. Save. Nav mesh instance. We'll just call it nav mesh. I'll just call it nav mesh, I guess. It's a nav mesh instance resource, and I'm not going to worry about this. I'm going to go ahead and be fine with using it, and but now what I want to do here is I want to close this, close, and to my scene, the actual scene here, the scene root, that can actually be the what do you call this? This is the actual scene with the camera and everything. I guess I can just call it scene mesh like that, and we'll leave it at that, or scene object. I don't know. It doesn't really matter because we're testing stuff out here. So okay, so let's go ahead and add a navigation. Like that. Add a mesh instance, and pardon me, I just don't like to sneeze. Now I'm gonna load, and we're gonna, I don't know what default environment is, but we're gonna, this one that we saved, and that that seemed to work okay, but I don't see it. How come I don't see it? Let's see if I can move it up. I can move it up. Huh. Well, where is it actually at, though? Oh, that's right, because right. So it's C mesh, what's it? It's Y2. Let's, does this, okay. Let's see what the transform is 0. Let's go with this transform. It's also 0. Let's actually move that up 2. So that's actually looking quite good, I think. Alright. So now, next thing is we want to create our little player scene. So weird that you call them scenes, though. You know, should just call them like they are, like nodes, right? Like each scene has all your nodes in it, and then you mess with. I'm not messing with an individual scene. I'm messing with the node, or I'm messing with the object, or I'm messing with the something. Anyways, that's, you know, it makes sense to them, I guess. So, you know, what's it matter, right? Okay. So, now that we got that, let's go ahead, add a new scene. Let's create a. That's not what I wanted to do. Delete. Yeah, delete the node. Let's just add a kinematic body. Okay. And of course, no shape, can't collide. Collision shape or collision polygon as a child of behind its shape. Okay, so what do I want? I want to see something here. Physics body, collision object. Okay, so child node, be collision object, I guess. Collision object. Oh, I see. Collision shape. No, that's the collision part of it. Where's the actual visual part of it? A mesh instance. That's what I need. Mesh instance. There we go. And we're going to create new capsule a mesh. And then we are going to scale it. I'm going to make this 0.25. 0.25. 0.25. Okay. And we're going to rotate it by 90. Nope. Not there. I forget. 90. There we go. And let's go ahead and add a collision. We're going to add a collision shape. Yeah. Let's do it like that. Let's do that. And let's go ahead and, how far are we at? 9 minutes, shoot, I'm almost done here. And we haven't even just barely started. Okay. New capsule shape. Actually, it looks like it's... Here, let's move it up. Actually, it looks like it's perfectly fine. It does exact shape, so we're just gonna leave it. Okay. And I'm gonna save this as the... We're gonna call this player scene. No, let's do this one here. Let's call this player. Let's call this player body, and then save it as player body. Now we'll save it as just player body without the space in it. So this is a player body here. Alright, so we want to now instance the player body into the scene. Alright. Did I make it too small, I guess? This is what I wonder here. What if I select something else? No. How do I zoom in normally, other than using the mouse wheel? Here, let's just go ahead and let's open the player body scene. Interesting. Now its scale is set to 1. Oh, that's right. Okay, so let's actually roll this up to 0.5, 0.5, 0.5 like that. Let's do the same thing with the collision shape. 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. Okay, so everything should be hunky-dory. And I can save it, and I can go back in here. What the what? It's hardly moving at all. What's the deal here? That's why. It's my same problem, I think. Why is that so hard to move? Drop this down. Can I go in any further? Why is it not going any further? I can't. Well, it looks like we're about out of time anyways. How come? So weird. What did I just do? What did I do? What did I do? All right. Well, I guess I'll just leave it there. I don't know. We'll see. But we'll go ahead and do the rest of the stuff later, as far as getting to move around and stuff. Um, and I will see you in the next video, probably the next day. Probably, since this is going to be seen on Saturday, you'll probably see the next one on Monday. So I'll see you on Monday.